Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going over the patch notes for the brand new LR Brunhild. As you can see, it immediately says it at the top of the patch notes. LR Evolution, Bride of Snow Country, Princess Brunhild. This is Red Brunhild. By the way, the artwork looks absolutely insane. Like, this itself looks sick. Of course, they decided they only want to stick a little bit with the bride stuff, so she's got like the back trail bit. The actual kite in itself looks sick. It does not look like Brunhild at all. We'll go over the skills, we'll go over everything, because of course, normally they give everything quite a nice change. So, we will see. Increase the hero's base stats by 12% for each applicable ally participating in battle, be humans or Ragnarok. Thank goodness she got applicable allies of humans and Ragnarok, so she's not stuck with Ragnarok anymore. Now she can be used with humans, which is pretty nice. Decrease all enemies' attack-related stats and defense-related stats by 15% at the start of the battle for one turn. Start of the ally's turn for one turn. So every turn you're Brunhild up, you're applying a 15% attack related stat lower and a 15% defense related stat lower, which is pretty big in terms of the attack related stat part, but that's not changed from her previous patches. So the new stuff, for each debuff applied to the enemies, the hero's attacks related stats are increased by 7% up to 6 times, so you're looking at what, a 42% attack related stat boost. You know, nothing too broken. Especially with the fact that if you have 4 allies, you're getting a 48% basic stat boost, plus additional 42% attack-related stat boost. The hero's damage taken decreased by 1% every 2% of remaining HP, and the crit damage is increased for every 3% when using a skill. What? The hero's damage taken decreases by 1% for every 2% of HP remaining, and crit damage is increased by 3% when using a skill. Decrease damage taken 1%. So every time, let's just say she's at 1% health, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of crit damage. Like, a lot of crit damage. About, what would it be? Be 40, be like 49 times 3. That is the amount of additional crit damage you get. It took me a while to read that, solely because it's odd how they've written it. Normally it's only a single effect, now it's 2 effects, which is really odd. And they should have just put, they should just put it closer together. It would have made it easier. The hero's weak point, a skill, ignores 50% of the enemy's crit resistance. Fair enough, I guess. Decrease the hero's max HP by 2% once for 3 turns. Inflicts charge damage equal to 250% attack on one enemy, stacks up to 5 times. Well, I do hope they know that Brunhild's relic only means you can have 1 debuff. Oh, that's why! They want to max out her relic. Yeah, they really want to max out her relic. Every skill lowers her health. Well, this is the same skill, I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's pretty insane. Once again, because her relic only stacks once, unless of course they've redone her relic, which once again, I haven't checked, so we could scroll down, they could completely say that we've reworked her relic as well, which would be kind of insane. Weak point, they just upped the multiplier by 10%. Yep, they've just upped the multiplier by 10%. That is all they have done. Nothing else has changed. Relic increased attack related stats by 50% for 2 turns. It's just higher attack related stats, and it still does the same healing, still does the same damage. They've not also changed her relic, which is fair enough, I guess. Oh yeah, we got the new free banner as well, which we'll also go over. As you can see, well, you see what characters are on it. You've got Traitor Melly, Queen Diane, Transcendent Bond, Chad King, Gotha, and then you've got, once again, these lot as well. Don't know why, they've crushed them all at the end for a certain reason, which I'll get to when we go to the banner. It's pretty scummy, but they have done that for a reason. Rather bring your friends event. So your friends hasn't played in a while, you send them this, and they join, and you can get some diamond rewards. My recommendation, you just make 1 second account, and you'll be completely fine. And you can do this quite easily. And they have to be a little late to unlock it, by the way. Number of achievements. Yeah, that's just how the points breakdown works, and these are the actual diamond reward breakdown as well. So as long as you get to, let's be realistic, like 200 points, which is doable, it's quite easily doable, especially if you invite another account, it's pretty easy to do it. And you just click on that little invite icon, and then it will do that as well. So they're also doing a poll where you can select 3 heroes starting at UR. Okay, so we select 3 UR characters we want. We select 5 festivals of the SSR difficulty rarity, and then we select 7 normal SSR heroes. Okay. How long is this lasting for? 3 days. Okay. So yeah, the anniversary will be next week then. That does mean Demonic Beast half stamina, so if you're farming Demonic Beast, boom, right up. As well as double the end material, which is also really good, especially if you want to farm relics. But that's not normally a good sign, because normally when they do that, it means they're doing some sort of update to Demonic Beast in some way or another. I don't think they will, because we had Deer Floor 4 pretty recently, but you never know. Also, yeah, they've literally done everything. So if you want to farm Demonic Beast, now's the time. It's half stamina, it's double rewards, and you have a higher chance, a 2 times chance on floor 3 to get the cards, which is pretty useful, especially if you don't have the card set already. That's basically it. All this stuff is just stuff they always have in the game anyway. I don't know why they removed this. This is basically always in the game. This is currently still in the game as we speak. And now they're extending it to May 25. May 25th. I don't get it. It's not worth it. Everything else is just yap. And then we're going to the banner. So, as you can see here, well, we already saw the promotional art for the banner, so we know who's sort of on it. So the banner says to be announced. It's going to be from the 5th, sorry, from the 14th, which is tomorrow, to be announced. That's just basically till next JP anniversary. So they don't actually know the date of JP anniversary at the moment next year, so they've just done that. Yeah, you get, how many free summons do you get? Let's find the important numbers. You get 14 free summons, so 14 times 30, so that's 420 pity worth. And as you can see, you've got like 4 characters that are spread out quite evenly, and then all of a sudden you've got 4 characters not spread out much at all. So if you do go to the end, you get to pick between LR Liz or 100 LR coins, which is pretty decent. Only having to spend, what's it, like 100 it's more than 150. It's like 180 diamonds to get LR Liz, which is not bad, especially if you're a new player who doesn't have LR Liz. This is quite a steal. The characters on the banner are also very mid. You've got 2 characters that have LRs, which is of course Diane and King. Sorry, Diane and Brun, who both have LRs. Diane's LR being very good as well, which isn't too bad, and getting dupes them isn't bad. Trey Melee is a good PvE character, especially if you are new game. He's got a lot of damage reduction, amplifies quite a good skill, and he isn't restricted by race or characteristic, which is something quite rare to see nowadays. King's okay, Gotha's quite mid, Melon's not bad support if you have a relic for sins, Escanol's mid, and then of course you've got Liz, who's actually pretty good. The banner itself, it just seems to be a mixed match of just Demonic Beasts and like Link characters and just support characters. I don't know why the Green Lizard's on there. I honestly don't. She does not fit the category of Demonic Beast characters, which are literally, these are all the Demonic Beast characters in the entire game. Like, that have, apart from Red Magelda. That's the only thing that is missing from this top bar up here is Red Magelda. But she isn't linked to any specific Demonic Beast. She's sort of just a random Demonic Beast character, so that's the reason why she's probably not here. Everyone, apart from that, you've got Rat, you've got Nidhogg, Dogs, Deer, and Bird. Links-wise, they put Red Tarmiel, I guess, for people who don't have Red Tarmiel. He's a pretty important thing to have in terms of a link. Green Liz, why? I'm probably going to pull her a million times. Blue Roxy, fair enough, she's a decent link for humans, especially if we are, you know, we've got Lance, and in the future we could get another copy like Bon the Lane or something like that. It does make sense, it's quite a decent link. Nanashi, good unknown character with a relic. It's not bad. And once again, same with Freya. I would prefer Freya gets an LR instead of Brunhild, but once again, the deed's been done. We've got Brunhild. It is what it is. So, for free, if you don't want to spend any diamonds on this banner, you'll get up to King in terms of pity. 14 summons. Banner is probably 3% if I had to guess. If you do get Liz at the end, she is only level 1. She's not level 90 or 100. She is only level 1. It does state here that she'll be level 1. There you go. Distributed at LR grade and level 1. So if you do get Liz, she is level 1, so you will need to make sure you've grinded out enough enhancing materials to enhance her to 100. But that's really it. This update doesn't really add much. Of course, you've got like LR Brunhild, who is like, cool. The artwork looks sick. This is what's the thing I like the most about it is the artwork. Her kit is okay. It's a very selfish kit. Increase the hero stats, decrease all enemy stats, increase the hero stats. It's like Merlin, who not only gave yourself an insane boost, but it was a whole team boost. I think maybe that's what they were just trying to avoid, was just really boosting everyone and just make it more selfish, which is fine. Her 2 skills want to maximize her relic, which is basically if she has a debuff on her, she can only have 1 debuff, and she increases her, like, I think it's like attack by like 20%, which is decent. It's decent. It's not bad. but it's nice to see it. Weak point didn't get too much of a boost, which is fair enough. Her armor got a damage increase in terms of a 50% attack related stat boost, which bear in mind if you also have a passive maxed, which by the way you are. If there are more than 3 enemies on the field, you're guaranteed to, because that attack related stats and defense related stats debuff are 2 different debuffs. So you've guaranteed maxed out turn 1. She actually might be quite fun to play with. If she works well, we'll have to find out later on. The fact that she does work with Ragnarok as well is decent. Problem is, we don't have a Ragnarok boosting backline that isn't like Nanashi, who boosts only unknowns. Brunhild is an unknown, so she wouldn't really benefit from it. But anyway, we'll have to see how she plays up. Thank you for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.